The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. We're going to take a look at the NASDAQ to start off with. I posted into the Tiger Den today the two videos that I sent, one last night early and the other one early this morning when these markets were moving. The Fibonacci numbers and patterns that we're looking at were working absolutely perfectly. And if you want to take a look at them, they're right there in the Tiger Den. If you're home and you don't have them, drop me a note and I'll send them out to you. This is the service that we provide 24/7 for Fibonacci 24/7. The reason why this NASDAQ chart is so important, folks, you'll notice yesterday when the S&P was rallying up to the 61% retracement, the NASDAQ was barely able to make a 50% retracement, but that's not the real important part. The real important part, what happened yesterday late in the day, and I will bring this up. This is all covered in those videos, by the way, along with a few other markets that are very important. You'll notice here, this happens to be the E-mini S&P. You'll see here that we made a 382 beautiful ABCD pattern up there at 1441, and when we said that, as that was before it happened, long before, and we said you have to risk about 8 points on that, 8 to 10, and then I said look for it to happen again, and folks, it happened right again at the open. The number was 44.09. The market went to 44.0975, and then it just really collapsed. The real important thing is that we've broken below one standard deviation on the NASDAQ, folks. That tells us that the work that Mr. Shane Smolian talked to us about yesterday is starting to work. This is basically the second down day of a move, and we don't know where it's going to go here, but nobody else does either. But the odds favor, what was it? Louis Pasteur said, chance favors the prepared mind. Well, we're prepared for much lower prices. That's what we're looking at. Whether it's going to happen or not remains to be seen, but that's what we're looking at. Any rally can occur at any time, but there's a trouble with one market, folks, and that's this one right here. We've been preaching about this for quite some time. I guess if you get on the soapbox long enough, people will begin to take a look at it. You'll look here. This is the Treasury notes. Do you remember, way back here in 2020, negative interest rates, how that was going to work out? Well, again, it didn't work out. So there's what we're looking at. We've broken below that line, by the way. This was done a little bit earlier. We've now tagged that line. The bonds the bonds have held up relatively well. If we look at the bonds here, this is a short-term chart, but the price is what's important. If you look at the bonds here, you'll notice here that the low on the bonds today was 158.23, and the 61% retracement on the long-term daily was 158.22. So that is held. The problem arises is if we go back below 158.22 now after rallying a point, because that tells us that there's just no support in these markets. There are so many unknowns out there that it's just truly amazing. Now, I was noticing in the room today, they were chatting about different things. But folks, to me, the most important thing that happened in the last 24 hours was the fact that we lost one of our Fed governors up in Boston. He's retired because of a kidney ailment. And we lost one in Dallas, Mr. Chapman. He retired so he could spend more time on his personal trading. Do you remember the movie? Got to love this stuff. Written with Michael Douglas. It was called Wall Street, and he was talking to what's his name? I can't remember Charlie Sheen's name in the movie. Escaped me. Bud Fox. He was talking to Bud Fox, and he said, Bud was telling him about this was going on, and this was going on, and Gordon Gekko said to him, he said, Bud. He said, do you always come to the party late? The whole Wall Street knows what's going on. For a minute, folks, do you think for 1 second in your total life that these guys don't trade against those positions? Give me a break. Someone made the mistake of catching them. That's the problem. There'll be nothing. There'll be no news on this. There'll be Zipco, Bupkis, nothing. It's not going to, they're not going to do anything to these guys. And let me show you the difference here. Let's say a nice, I hate to use the word, let's say a African-American young man goes into a 7-Eleven store in New York City, and he robs it for a bottle of Coca-Cola and a candy bar. And he's got a knife as his weapon, okay? He's going to get 15 to 20 years on that, right? Kaplan and Rosenberg robbed for millions. Millions. What do they get? Uh-oh, I have to retire. Oh, shut the front door. You got to love this business, boys and girls. Just remember that's not all news here. That's all news. That's it. You know, if you're going to steal, steal big. What did Willie Sutton say? He said, if you're going to rob banks, or if you're going to rob banks, go to the big banks. That's it. Go big. So that's what we're watching here. So let's keep our wits about us. I believe Shane's work is really starting to unfold. I don't know if there's going to be a crash. I rather view it as a buying opportunity. If you look at the crash in 1987, there was fast money was made on the down, but the long money was made that those that bought it there and held it. If you remember the crash day, there were 1,600 issues down, 13 issues up. So what you want to watch for this time is if we do get something nasty, and I don't know if we will or not, but if we do, watch the stocks that hold up the best. That's what you want to pay attention to. That's really what we're watching here. So, I'm basically a short-term trader. Once in a while we stumble into something, that's good. But, on the second thought, we've been basic bearish bonds for a long time. But here's one that's really frustrating, folks. I shorted crude oil, okay, and I risked 40 pips. Now, if I risked the normal 80 pips like I would usually risk, I would have still been in that trade, and it dropped $2,000. So I'm sitting there with a $40 loss, and I could have had a $2,000 profit. Does that affect me? A little bit, but not much, because it's just a pattern. It just moves on to the next one and on to the next one and on to the next one. That's really all you're trying to do. Just watch A, B, C, D. Now, let's say we're talking to somebody here in this show today, and they don't believe anything about ABC. That's just too much geometry. It's too much mathematics. I have a hard time with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. How can I make it easier, my son? All right, let's take a look at something right here. This market has been in the news, and it has been in the news big, and that is the market named after all the Italians in the world, natural gas. I'll talk to you right after we get back from these words from our message here, 877-927-6648, and we'll be happy to discuss this chart with you. All right, thanks for laughing, Marshall. At least I got the sound of one hand clapping. All right, boys and girls, we're going to take a little break here. Be right back after the show and after the break, and we'll move on to the next one. Those of you that see the hole in the wall behind me, back up in here, you see that big hole in the wall? Sarah decided that she wanted to do some remodeling, and so we're putting a big skylight in here. And so if you hear any pounding, I sent them on a break between 9 and 10. Whether they announce it or not, I don't know. We'll be right back.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Okay, back, folks. For announcement, starting Monday, October the 4th, I'm going to be doing the show at 11 to 12. And then I think Thinkorswim is taking over my spot. So that's going to be the new hours between 11 or 12. Okay, I posted that chart of the natural gas. You'll notice that we've had the moves we're having today are just a little beyond belief, to say the least. But anyway, you'll notice here that we had this big ABCD at the 1.618 expansion on the daily. I posted these long before they happened, folks. I just wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt that, yeah, ABCDs don't work much, but when they do, that's what's really good. Now look at this move here, folks, in natural gas. When we made that high at the 1.618 expansion at 6.32, look at the perfect ABCD pattern. Folks, do you realize that is $6,000? And look at the 382 rally. That 382 rally was 1,500 and then down to the bottom. Then it makes a perfect ABCD Gartley exactly to the 61% retracement at 6110. And my beepers just went off just a few moments ago at the 560 level. Looks like we're heading down to about 540. This is going to be well over a $10,000 swing in natural gas today, folks. And this is the type of stuff I try to send out to my subscribers at 24/7. Fortunately, there are 2 people that like it, so they're going to continue going it, but I try to do it the best I can to show you that it's just ABCD, and if you'll just focus on that, along with a little bit of standard deviation, I think you'll be able to be okay. I wanted to show you the importance here of that standard deviation that we had here in the NASDAQ 100, folks. You'll be able to see this. We had a beautiful ABCD pattern, as you can see, right down to the 149.50 level. We had a nice rally, about 80 points, got up to 150.20. That was a 382 off of the previous high. And look what happened after we broke that level there. That was the one standard deviation down, and we're down quite a bit. Folks, realize now that we are down almost 100 handles in the 1,000 handles almost 20 grand in the NASDAQ here in just a very short period of time. Remember, these markets have a tendency to drop faster than anything else. 6 screens. You know, folks, Mr. Z, I'll tell you, just to give you, just for kicks and giggles, I'll just show you 6 screens. Let me get this up here so I can see if I can do this right without any trouble. I'll usually mess it up, but that's neither here nor there. See if we can get it up here to see where we are here. I think this is it. All right, I'm just going to turn this around, and I'm going to show you 6 screens. See those 2 bad boys over there? Those are 2 50-inch monitors. I haven't had them on in 3 years probably. And that I don't use them because they're too bright, and I like this little laptop. It keeps me simple and plain, and that's what I'm looking at. So I'm waiting for someone to show up with about $100 each, and they can walk out the door with them. They're basically brand new. I bought them in 5 or 6 years ago. A big hotel ran out of money, and so I bought about 6 of them, and Sarah's got 1. I had 2 here, and I gave 3 away. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. If you guys you're not interested in that. Let me explain to you something else, folks, about the gold market. We also had a buy signal in gold today. I went exactly to the point that we wanted to. That was also included in those videos that I posted in there. We had a beautiful buy signal coming in at the 1728 level. The problem was that we missed the short sale by $1 at 1762. It went to 1761. We missed that, and then on the there's now you know that the guys here. Unfortunately, folks, I have imported help. Doing this a construction job. Every roofer and construction guy in Arizona uses the laborers that come from Mexico because they're the best. They work cheap and they do the best work. So they are going to do as little as possible. They promised me between 9 and 10, but they don't understand English very well. So this will all be done by today. So hopefully we'll get this finished here. Let me show you what I think is really important. If you'll look at those videos, it'll give you some explanation. Have to do a little bit of homework yourself, but you'll be able to look at this here. YouTube is not working for you. Well, just keep hoping, Bo, it will be. Let's take a look here. Folks, here is the key to this thing right here. You see this 93.74 that's marked on that U.S. dollar? Now, we hit that, and that's when the gold made its bottom at 1728. It rallied up to 1742. I believe it's 1736 right now, and it went up to 70. It dropped 11. It went up $13, backed off 11. And I sent an immediate bulletin out is to put your stop at that break-even point of 1728 because you do not want this to fail, because if this dollar screams up more, and it certainly could, because if, in fact, these bonds are telling us that interest rates are going to rise, hello, operator, they've been rising for 4 weeks. Like Gordon Gekko says, dude, you're too late to the party. Now, this is a major support here in the bonds today, folks, at that 158.22 level. 158.22. That's the key to that bond market. If we close below that, there's already trouble in River City, folks. Look what they're trying to do now. They're going to be borrowing money to come out the yin-yang, and by golly, you know what's going to happen. The government really, when it boils down to it, sure, Powell can come in. And believe me, how long, anybody want to give Jerome Powell a long-term contract at the Fed? How long, let's take a pool. How long do you think he's last? I think he'll last maybe 2 weeks. They'll use him as a, news event to get rid of the border and all the other stuff that's going on, is my guess. And because he was a Trump appointee, he's history. History is the mystery. They'll probably put in Adam Schiff as director of the Federal Reserve. That would probably be a good one. So that's it. Marshall's saying January. Well, good. We'll see, Marshall. Hopefully that's it. Anyway, I'm on a roll today because I had a really fun time with these builders this morning. They were getting ready to put this skyline in. I knew they didn't speak much English, but the main contractor was there, and I gave him a little trinket, and I said, please, no pounding between 9 and 10. No problem. Yeah, you heard a little pounding, but that's nothing else they can do about that. Okay, let's move on here. We got a question from someone. If you call in, 877-927-6648. Please show the gold and see where the 1728 comes from. Mr. Z, anything for you, my friend. Anything for you, and we will have it here in just a moment. And, oh, my goodness, we've had a 8-point rally in the S&P. Sell, Mortimer, sell. All right, let's get up here. First of all, we'll take a look at what we're seeing in the gold. Let's just get 1 second here. 10-4, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4. Oh, boy. All right, move it all. All right, now let's get up to the old thing that counts. We'll go down to this chart right here. There's where we were. Okay, Mr. Z, hang in there, Bubba. I got it all ready. I think I do anyway. Well, you can see all of this stuff anyway, but you'll be able to see the main thrust of this. This is the key here is the this larger A, B, C, D, Z that I'm going to put in here. You have to, like, do human nature, do the work yourself. But I'll have it out there for you. Just a minute here. Hold on. Just a minute.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Okay, back, folks. That workstation that I sent out was from our good friend over in Singapore, Master William. Anyway, we'll take a look here. Just watching a short-term version of this natural gas, showing you how these ABCD fib numbers work. You see the 61% retracement on the rally took you up to 610. We came all the way down to 567. It looks like we're going to go to 560. That's the ABCD pattern on this. And from that level, if the trading gods are correct, you're going to get a nice rally that'll probably take us up to 594. So just see if it keeps working like that, because that's what we're looking at when we're watching these patterns unfold. Now, we need to get back to how we usually start the show here. Usually we start it with the FTSE. We want to get that up here. And those of you that are wondering about Trader Tom today, yeah, he's doing okay. Let's get this up here. You'll see here, we're looking for a pattern here. We probably made that easily because it's a 15-minute chart in the FTSE. That was done real early in the morning. And then also, if we look at this on a little bit longer time scale, you'll be able to see that these trends have been down in the European markets. As you can see, a perfect 135 pattern on that FTSE. You just can't, make it any easier than that. Marshall Robinson here in the room pointed that out the other day, that beautiful 135 that was just absolutely spot on. And then the final one, of course, is the German DAX. No, that's not the final one. The final one was crude oil, but you'll see this is the one that Tom Hugard trades a great deal. Again, you're seeing a market that has a beautiful head and shoulders pattern up there. It just lines up just absolutely perfectly, where the right shoulder is lower than the left shoulder is what you need. And being a daily chart, it's going to take a while to get there. But with this big bar down, going down as fast as it is, that tells us these markets, something's going on in the markets, folks. I don't know exactly what it is. It could be Treasury bonds. It could be Estagandre or whatever that, Evergrande. It could be that. It could be Chinese banks. It could be, anything. COVID. I don't think it'll be COVID because that pretty much is pretty much history. But we'll see. Well, that's my 2 cents worth again. Better get off the soapbox. Anyway, I will say that I don't think that Mr. Powell's days are going to be done on the long term. I don't know anything about selling Chinese bonds, Mike. I really don't. And I know you look at everything under the sun. The U.S. bonds, we have been very bearish, the bonds for a very long time. I mean, we've been talking about it just because of the pattern. You can see the pattern in the Treasury notes. I mean, look at this, folks. You're talking about a bearish pattern. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, this was not a rocket science trade. Look at that. It made an ABCD pattern from March until the 1st of August, right at the 382 retracement of the whole move. That's exactly what Gartley talked about. Sell the first ABCD market in a pattern in a bear market, and that was it. That's when the bonds were trading at 169, I think. So that's they're a little bit lower than that now. And they've given you lots of chances. And if you think that we get to 382 and all of these things, because that tells you the defining of the trend, but go back and do the homework. Look at the 382s in the bonds. I mean, Mark Douglas made his living. He only traded one market, folks. He only traded Treasury bonds. And what did he do? He traded, the ABCDs and the 382s and 618s. That's really what he did. He used the opening price as an indicator, and that was basically it. Paula's doing the same darn thing. So it's not rocket science. The problem is, folks, the darn things don't work every time, and they don't. I can understand that, especially, people that are new to the business. What do? They always pick out the losing trades because, they're not doing it. Not that they're not doing enough homework. They just haven't had enough time to experiment that it's all related to probability. You don't know which ones are going to work and which ones don't. Remember what my grandma used to tell me, you got to kiss a lot of frogs in the pond before you find a good one, a princess. So let's remind ourselves of that. However, we have a couple of subscribers that were on this one from the beginning, just a few days ago, and I said I thought it was going to go higher. That's all that I said, that I thought was going to go higher. Then, of course, we had the gap up. I said that's pretty it. And then today we were looking for the high to come in at that 1.618 expansion at a little above 1621. We made a fast tick to 630, and believe me, folks, I mean it was from 630 back to 620 in less than 30 seconds, and that was telling you that was a time to get short. And now we're back to the support line at 564. In fact, we're at that support line where we started that whole move for. Anything below 560, we put in a major top here in natural gas, and maybe Europe will be able to get, gas afterwards. So I don't know the answer to that. If you folks have any questions, it's 877-927-6648. I am going to say something here that may or may not mean anything to you, but personally, looking at the relationship between the U.S. dollar, the euro, and gold and silver, I smell something good coming down the road in the bakery, and I think it's some nice chocolate chip cookies. We've got to get ready. I don't know if this low in gold's going to hold today. I mean, we had a buy-in at 1728. The market went to 1728.60, I believe. In fact, when it hit that number, the next tick I saw was at 1530 and went up to 1520, 1542, and then went all the way back to 1742. Then it came all the way back to 1731, and I said, uh-oh, shut the front door, raise my hand. Marshall, I think it's got a chance for a much more than a rally here in the gold market. We topped a year ago in August. Here we are now. We're almost into October. And it could also fade badly, because anything below that 1674 level that would really be bad. Now, quote from Bo is, can you revisit the Nike chart at NKE? Okay, hold on 1 second. We can do that for Bo. Just 1 second. All righty, just give me 1 second here. Nike starts with an N, ends in an E. Let's just get up here. And it's because of the man who took the knee. Oh, I was a poet and don't know it. I makes it rhyme every time. Just give me a second here. All right. He's asking, are we going to make 129? Okay, this is the last time we looked at it, which was several days ago. And let's get this up here. All right, Bo, let's take a quick look here. 1 second. Let me draw the pattern in just to be safe, because we might be reaching we're in that gap area, but it looks like we're going to make at least 143. That would be what I would suggest we would be doing, because it would be well, here's what I see right now, Bo. Okay, watching how these markets have moved up and down, you can see the ABCD pattern. I just drew in the last one. That measures to 146.37.39. We're trading at 146.18. The 61% retracement is setting at 144. And you said something about 129. Let me look at the weekly. Maybe that was something that we looked at. No, we didn't look at the weekly. But I'd stay short. Put your stop above today's high.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
All right, folks, we're back. And I wanted to post the chart of the S&P 15-minute chart because this is what we look at. All I want to do is to show you those 382 retracements that I talk about all the time. If you've ever taken the day trading course, I mean, I spend a great deal of time doing that. Bangs for the buck. Nothing you can do better than this one. So, if you learn to do that, you'll be far better off. These radio shows take a great deal of time and effort for me. And when no one calls in, it makes it even difficult. And when I don't have any guests, now, I want you to promise me, put your hand on your chest and say, I promise not to share this next chart with anybody. Please keep this promise. And I know it'll be on YouTube by the time we're off the air at 12:05, but that's okay too. Boys and girls, I'm just joking about the share. Share as much as you like. All right, let me get this up here because I think we're very close to something really big getting ready to happen here. I don't know what it's going to do here. Take a look at this. This is the U.S. dollar index, okay? Now, we have taken out the highs of August, all right? And what did we do? We went right up to that number we were looking at. Remember, I showed it to you yesterday, 53.78. We're now trading 53. Shut the front door. Staying up night takes a lot of toll. Anyway, 53.78 was our number looking at it. The high was 53.82, so we know that's no good. But if you'll justify human nature, and let's just do it together here, just to get the ABCD boys and have a little fun here, have a little fun with this. Since we don't have anybody calling in, we might as well share a little bit of fun information here. Draw that up in here like this. And then we'll move that over here like that. And then we'll move this over here like that. Okay, now what we're going to do now is we're going to show you something very, very secret. Now, don't share this with anybody else. If you'll take a look at this, you'll see that the low from July the 28th, Elliott, that was Ralph Elliott's birthday, all the way up to the high on the 20th of August. How many days did that take? 15 days. Now, defy human nature, folks. Take the low that we had on the 6th of September, okay, and you count the number of days up. Shut the front door and raise the rent. Does anybody want to guess that it's today? Are you kidding me? Holy moly guacamole. What am I doing? I'm hearing an echo now. What did I do wrong? We got a caller from John. Juan, how are you, my friend? Are you still there, John, or did you give up on me? Hello, John. Oh, see, the problem is when you call in and you don't time it just exactly perfectly, you can never get in because the lines are lit up so much that Al can only function so quickly to get all these calls assimilated. So maybe John will call back, hopefully at the break, and we can chat with him. We always like to see. Let's go to Maria in New York City. Yes, Maria. What's up, Dudette?
Yeah, hi. I wanted to talk to Larry, but
this is he. Oh, what can I do for you, young lady?
Hi, how are you? And I just wanted to cheer you up because you seem to be a bit depressed, but you're doing a great job. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'm not depressed. The medication keeps me up. If you take enough of the psychotherapeutics each day, you're going to be okay. I've never taken any medicine of that kind because I'm a pharmacist. But no, I'm in really good shape. The problem is I've got workmen getting ready to tear the roof off my house to put in a giant what do you call it? Skylight. And so that's what I'm joking about. But no, it's fine. No, I'm in good. But thank you for worrying about me. I appreciate it.
It's a great talk, and thank you very much. And we will go down with the market with you.
Well, I think we are going down. We could rally at any time, but right now it looks like it's better than to be short than long right now. But at any time we could have a pretty good rally. But I think the rallies now are going to be very, very, very short run, I think.
Yeah, and I wanted to say also online that people should register to the Den. It's a lot of information, a lot of good people, and you have a lot of good speakers. So thank you very much, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Maria. We appreciate it. Okay, I think we got Mr. John from Michigan on the line. John, are you there?
Yes. Hey, Larry. Sorry, I guess I cut you off before.
No, John. Hey. John, no, this is an equal opportunity. The women come first, just like everything else.
Hey, every time
Yes,
I hear
sir.
Mr. Z, my ears perk up, and he called it. He sent you a text and said, "Hey, why is 1728 an important number in the gold?" And you said, "When I come back from the break, we're going to cover it." But when you came back, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Oh dear.
Right.
Let's
so
do it.
If you could put that up and show us.
Yeah.
one more time.
All I got to do is remember what I said. That's the only problem. No, I can do that without any trouble. I happen to have it still in the old library here. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Actually, I only make up these things on things I don't understand, which is about 98%. Okay, here is you can see the big ABCD pattern. We try to get short up there. Well, we did get short at that 1785. We made a really nice run on that one, but we missed the short at 1760. But we were able to get the long off today at 1728, and it was so wild in the morning. I sent out an email with nothing other than a headline says, "Put your stop at break even." It's basically because it was so crazy. I didn't know what was going to happen. But this could be a substantial rally in the gold. And since I've got you on here, let's just look at this. We were just looking at the same thing, in the thing we were just talking about, which was the dollar index. But if we were just do a little bit of the same type of thing, I'll just do it here. We'll do it in segments to see if we're right here, because I put in the cycle from high to low here, John, between the 14th of September into the 19th. This is a 4-hour chart. So if that's the case, the next bottom should be coming in. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? It's today. Let's just take a look at it. There, that's all it is time up equal time down. That's the WBGAN stuff. So that should be it. And if you go below that, turn the lights out in South Africa, because it's not going to be pretty.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Okay. Did that help?
That helps a lot. I appreciate that, Larry.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. You're one of my regulars, so you get primo, what do you call it, service.
I thought you were going to say free Miracle Whip or something like that.
That's it. Hey, tell me something. How were your 4 days of summer this year? Pretty good?
Yeah, they were great. Actually, in Michigan, it was really hot this year.
Yeah, I was a joke because I know it was. It was really nasty. So hopefully it'll be a wonderful winter, and you only get about 12 inches of snow total, but I doubt that very seriously.
Yeah, my wife is a school bus driver. And,
good.
They get snow days off, okay?
Yeah,
so, one year we had 11 snow days. I think it was 2013 or 2015.
Wow.
So,
Well,
anyway,
there's our we got it right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for calling in, buddy. Really appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thanks, now.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Are you looking for a secure investment which pays you on a monthly basis? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be the program for you. The best rate on a 5-year CD in the country right now, according to Bankrate.com, is paying 1% per year or $1,000 per $100,000 invested. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly, on secured, high-value, buildable properties in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment is for 4 years, paying 7% per year or $7,000 per $100,000 invested. Your investment is secured by high-value real estate in St. Petersburg, Florida. Your investment can be anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000. Do you want to make $1,000 per year on $100,000 invested or $7,000 per year on a secured Tiger First mortgage? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be just the program for you. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly. For more information, you can call 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Hi, folks. This is Steve Rhodes. Stay tuned for another great hour of The Trader's Edge, heard here at TFNN.com.
Okay, we're back, folks. I posted a chart. Oh, dear, I hope I did. Did I post the chart of the GDX? If I didn't, I'm good. Yeah, I did. This is the gold silver miner index. One of the reasons why we were bearish to gold during this time is that this still has much slower to go, but now we're really close. And that's why we're watching the gold very, very closely today here. See if we have a question coming in here or not. Okay, that's it. Let's move on. By the way, during the break, I got 3 tweets from the National Association of Lady Traders saying no more comments like that it's a woke environment. And if they keep doing it, I'm going to be banned on the YouTube and the CFTC and the NFA and the LBGTABZs and the Zeta Tau Alphas. And I guess the I felt the thighs and all the other fraternities because I can't say stuff like that. So I apologize if I've hurt any people's feelings. I don't like to hurt anybody's feelings, folks. Shane Smullian did a hell of a report on Monday, and if you want to know why these cycles are working the way they are, contact the Shane man himself, wolftrader.com. He'll send you the whole presentation. I think it's a half an hour of all these cycles that we've been looking at. It basically reiterates that maybe, and I'm saying maybe because we have a long way to go, I'm saying maybe that there could be a black swan out there. And there's so many black swans in the wood pile now, folks, because guess what? We've got China, we've got COVID, we've got the Federal Reserve, we've got Washington D.C., Terre Haute, Indiana, Vincennes, Indiana, and also Gary, Indiana. And anyway, if you'll pay attention to these patterns, they'll try to get you to the promised land. It ain't going to be easy, folks. As Mark Douglas said, trading is simple, but it's not easy. I'm going to try to have Paula Douglas as my guest tomorrow and Adrian Tolgare on Friday, if I'm able to do that. All of the boys that are in trading just doesn't seem to have any interest in coming on this week, so that's the way it goes. You're going to be stuck with me for the rest of the week, but we'll do one thing at a time. So live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.